Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Fresh Thoughts from the Hearts podcast.
That's accurate.
It is 5 a.m. Well, now it's 5:20.
5:20.
We decided to push off to do a podcast, I guess.
We procrastinated a little.
And now it's going to come out in an hour.
Yeah, that's okay though. We're 5 a.m. people now, so
Today was easy.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually.
Like, I had a much easier time this morning than I have ever.
I actually woke up at like 4:30 this morning and like looked at my watch to see what time it was.
Yeah, I woke up and thought, oh, we gotta be getting pretty close to 5, and got to my phone. It said midnight.
Oh wow.
I was in bed for 2 hours, but no, I woke up fucking awake this morning.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see how the rest of the day goes. See if I'm exhausted or not. But today we're gonna jump into a couple topics. Today is Halloween.
Woohoo!
So, ghouls and goblins, have fun in your costumes. Also, go over the fact that we've been up quite early the past couple weeks, and
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's definitely changed our mornings and our days, because like you get an extra 3 hours in the morning to do stuff, which is a lot.
Yeah, it was definitely hard at first. Like
Very.
We had some mornings where
Yeah,
I was on the touch of the grumpy side, and you had to try and be really nice and motivate me to get up.
That's what happens in these mornings, though, is like you wake up and your fucking mind, like everyone knows what it's like to procrastinate, but like you wake up and your mind tells you a billion reasons why it does not want to get up.
Yeah, mine just immediately goes to excuses.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you don't actually have to get up though right now. You could sleep till 8.
Yeah.
You only need an hour to get ready. You don't have to be at work till 9.
Yeah. And it's like, do I, like, the night before, the week before, the month before, you're like, you know, winners get up at 5 a.m. Winners get their day started before everyone else. Winners grind in the morning and get 3 hours worth of work done before the rest of the fucking world decides to pour a cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. And that's where your mind goes to. And then you wake up the first morning, you're like, I don't want to be a fucking winner.
Yeah.
You're like, why? What if this isn't like the way I need to do it to win? People can win without waking up early.
It's true. You're so tired that you're just like, I could be average. I'm okay with average.
Yeah, you could even start contemplating, like, you know what, maybe I'll start going to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll get extra 3 hours of stuff done at night. Or like, what if I get 45 more minutes and then stay up for 45 minutes longer? Or, you know what, today I'll do an extra hour in the gym to make up for me fucking up here. Like, you give yourself just any reason to get more sleep. Mm-hmm. It's that, like, get out of bed immediately, both walk across the room and get our alarms. And then I've noticed the water actually helps.
I still don't really notice the difference with the water.
After I drink the glass of water, it just like shocks my body, I guess. But
I find now I'm like actually craving getting up early so I have the time to like just chill in the morning.
It is. I think that I would have respected it a lot more when I had a job that I couldn't choose to stay home as long as I wanted to.
Right.
Right? But at the same time, like I do like it. Like I like, especially the days that I have to wake up when I have got a 7 or 8 a.m. meeting. Then all of a sudden I've already had a couple hours to chill and have a nice coffee and make myself a breakfast sandwich instead of rushing and grabbing Tim's and eating a bagel and a muffin and a chocolate milk every morning. Yeah, and I've noticed, like, the days that we get out of bed immediately and don't allow ourselves to get the extra half hour, I'm so much more awake on the road all day.
Yeah, you really can't, like, wake up and then chill in bed because you fall back asleep. It's so hard.
Yeah. And, like, speaking of being on the road, almost died a year ago on the road.
1 year ago today.
1 year ago today. I was put in the ICU, like... 5 hours from now, I was in my accident.
Yeah, it was around 10 o'clock in the morning. You spent 4 days in the ICU.
1 year.
How's it feel? Does it feel like it was a year ago?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, I don't feel like it has.
The only thing that makes it feel like a year is like I wanted help so bad for so long. Like I wanted help with like with my ears and my head and my back I had WSIB immediately, did physio a bit, but like none of the major issues and not to the point where I was doing anything but exercises. Like getting in the gym is a dramatic change. I've already noticed it.
doesn't really cover you for extensive stuff.
But like now it's like every other week is therapy. Every other week is speech therapy. Every other week was ear. Every other week, I've had like 3 sessions with eye. And then I've got every week been doing rehab therapy with a kinesiology / physio person. Kinesiologist.
A rehab therapist.
And that's been every week. And that has been the biggest change of any of the therapy I've had. Because it was like, I was 10 months I had physio for like 2.5 months after my accident and had nothing till month 10.
Yeah, until we could actually get the coverage figured out. It's a long process.
It's a stupid fucking process.
It's a broken process, yeah.
Like, I get it, just because, like, it's like, it always reminds me in simple terms of, like, the fucking Tim Hortons cup has to say caution hot. It's because some fuckface one day bought a hot coffee, spilt it all over themselves like a dumbass, and then sued them because it doesn't tell them it's hot.
Yeah.
It's like putting fucking training wheels on an adult bike. It's just fucking brutal. But it's the same thing. Like, someone fucked the system.
Yep.
And now it takes a long time to
prove that you actually need
Insurance also does like to try and get away with paying as little as possible, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it's been a year. I think it's been a fucking whirlwind of a year for both of us.
Yeah.
Like, I think...
We moved. We made a lot of changes in the last year.
We moved...
What are you looking at?
There's a reflection on my Segura right now. Do you see it?
No.
It's by the hockey tape. Lean forward and look at it.
Oh, I still can't see it from here.
Oh my god, what is it? Anyway, yeah, you changed jobs.
Mm-hmm.
We moved an hour away. This podcast studio is nice.
It is nice.
This was a big pro.
Yep, very much so.
We have more change. Space. But yeah, it's very hard some days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some days, we both live on the same thing of, like, if we're not happy, we're going to change it.
Yeah. Life's too short.
But at the same time, it's like, you think you need to move to be happy and try a new job to be happy. You think you need to do this to be happy. And we've had a handful of things that didn't do it.
Yeah. Like moving.
Love the house.
I do. I like that we have more space.
A fucking dramatic amount more space.
Well, yeah. We have a really nice podcast studio now. I have an office in the other room.
Like, this top floor alone has more space than the entire place we lived in before.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Yeah. I feel like now we have the space to be successful in the things we want to do.
We didn't have a fucking laundry room but where we lived last.
We didn't have laundry, period.
That's what I mean.
You just said room. Like, we didn't even have the machines.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Grab your mic like this and tip it down. There you go. I know it's not on, but it looks better. What's next?
Get stuck just like replaying that day in your head?
Not the way you would. I don't remember it.
True.
Like, I don't remember waking up that morning. I remember getting on the highway in Woodstock.
You say you do?
I don't remember getting up. I remember getting on the highway. I remember like what ramp I got on. I remember like a flash of like checking my mirrors. And then I remember waking up, looking for my phone. I know that I got out of my truck immediately. Like I was unconscious. When I woke up, I got out of my truck. Mm-hmm. And then I was so scattered, I was looking for my phone. And it was on the floor. And then I called you. Mm-hmm. And then I got pissed off at a paramedic for putting a neck brace on me.
Yeah, you were a little out of it.
Yeah. And I remember being in the hospital and seeing you and Steph. Mm-hmm. And then I don't remember anything until I woke up in ICU. I remember the needle going in my fucking head.
To get your staples, yeah.
How
many staples did you have again? 16?
Something like that. I don't know.
16, 17 staples in your head?
I yesterday had someone come up to me and ask me, it was like an older guy in maintenance. I had never met him specifically before.
At work?
It was at a customer's location. But I was sitting in the guy's office that I usually deal with, and maintenance guy comes in and he like looks at this side of my head and notices the scar, and then looks at the other side of my head to see if I got the H engraved on both sides.
If it's a haircut thing.
And he didn't say anything. He just looks at both sides, like from like this close to me, and then just like goes back into the conversation with the guy.
Oh my gosh.
And then I think he said something like, "Looks like you got attacked by Wolverine." I was like, that's better than someone thinking I got a fucking half-assed, shitty-looking H engraved into my head. That happens a lot.
Did you ever actually say what it was from?
I said it was a car accident.
Yeah, that blows my mind, the amount of people who look at you and go, "Did you try to get an H shaved into your head?"
The Source is still by far the worst one.
You ever told that story on here?
I don't know. I went into the Source, which is like an electronics store in Canada. Sells like phones, and it's kind of like a baby white trash Best Buy. And I walked in, I'm literally killing time. Like I'm like a month after my accident. There's still staples in my head. There's still all the stitches, obviously. And I walk in, I'm literally just killing time, walking around the mall. This is like just before Christmas. I think I was looking maybe for a Christmas gift for you.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Are you looking at changing phones?" I'm like, "I have a work phone, so it's paid for me." He's like, "Well, you could always have a second phone." I'm like, no, it's all good. He's like, "What happened to your head?" I was like, "Car accident." He said, "Drinking and driving?" I was like, yeah.
I don't even remember what you said to him.
I said, "No, my wife hit me in the head with a shovel."
Oh, yeah, you didn't say car accident right away. You tried to make a joke, and this guy was just not good at social interactions, apparently.
What a wild thing to ask someone if they were drinking and driving. I guess that way he said it was like drinking and driving was like maybe like someone, I guess it could have been like someone was drinking and driving and hit me.
But still, like, why would
still
you
fucking
ever
crazy.
Ask that?
Yeah.
Even if you did mean it in that way.
You know what? Now that you said that, I'll take a fucking Samsung. Yeah. I'd like a new phone, especially from you.
You seem like a super good guy. Let's definitely buy a phone.
Yeah. Fucking losers.
Some people have absolutely no filter and no social skills to understand what is proper or acceptable to say to strangers.
Yeah. Wild year.
Doesn't feel like a year for me. Feels like
just does when you like start breaking it down into categories like Hillary and Nick's wedding, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jamaica's in March.
Yeah.
Well, that's like 7 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas. Moving.
LA.
LA.
We've done a lot.
Yeah, a year.
Mm-hmm. Just goes to show that stuff like that happens, and it just reminds you that life is short and you aren't really guaranteed a ton of time, so...
And you're kind of just like immediately like, I'm okay if I'm broke. I'm just going to travel everywhere.
Well, it just changed our perspective of, do we want to wait until how long to do some of the stuff we want to do, or do we want to make it a priority instead of buying a house? Which I think is a great decision.
I think the pressure that's put on people, maybe not the pressure, but like, people do stuff the very cookie cutter way. And it's fine. Like, if that's what you want to do, and like your whole life you've been like, I want to buy a house, get married, have babies, and fucking sit at home miserable for the rest of my life. Like, do you?
Yeah, go for it if that's your
And like, I know they're not going to be
plan.
miserable the rest of their life. Like, kids are great, but
Are they?
at the same time, it's like, we're 28.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, 5 a.m.
That's the first one. We're 28. It's like right now you're finally at this point in your life where you're not going through puberty, poor as fuck, covered in pimples, but you're not full of a house of kids with things that you have to do, or like a homeowner yet, or like you have adult money and not adult responsibilities.
Yeah, your 20s are a weird fucking time.
Yeah, the fucking world sucks. Mortgages are high. Everyone's waiting for the percentages to go down. And the houses prices are going to go up. Fucking recession might hit. Fucking COVID might come back. And like, who the fuck knows? Travel.
Exactly.
I don't have a fucking kid right now.
No, absolutely not.
Was the world always going through something like this and we just never noticed it as much?
I don't think so. I think, like, at least, like, price-wise, like, the cost of houses, the cost of living right now. I know it has, obviously, like, it does go up every year, but I feel like it's
No, when
different.
it comes to cost, I know we are getting fucked.
Yeah, it's definitely different because I think COVID just royally fucked everything. And people haven't gone through something like that in a long time.
You imagine being a boomer and you're sitting at home on a farm property on a house you paid $5,000 for. Mm-hmm. And you're still the person that goes, them fucking kids and their phones and their doohickeys.
Nobody knows how to save money anymore. No, because we can't save $5,000 to buy a
Karen,
house.
you
We
had
have to
4
save
kids.
$50 for a down payment.
Karen, you had 4 kids by 21 and didn't fucking work. Why don't you shut up?
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, that's my biggest pet peeve when somebody says, kids these days don't know how to save their money anymore.
You knew how to save your husband's money. Why don't you fucking chill out? You also did raise 4 kids, so if I fucking gave you that, I would have fucking,
Yeah, when the cost of living was a
bridge.
fraction of what it is now. Nobody went to post-secondary and had student debt.
The thing is like, I say that a lot.
The thing is.
That sounds like Bobby Lee's thing he says. The thing is that, yeah, he does say that, and they judge him for it.
Oh.
The thing is that it seemed like everyone pushed when we were young, go to college, get an education. Soon you have to. There's nothing you can do without it.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm happy with my post-secondary education. Like, it helps 100% with the job I currently have and jobs that I could get.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
me,
there's still a lot of opportunity to make good money without post-secondary.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at network marketing. It's becoming way bigger. It's like $1 billion industry now. You don't need any schooling for that. If that's something you want, I feel like it helps out those people that live more of that cookie cutter, get married, have kids. They can make money now from home with children. Like, that's way different than before. Closest thing to that years ago was Tupperware. You had to have parties to have money.
Could you imagine, would we want kids at this age if my wage alone, like, paid for the house on a farm property and paid for all of our expenses, and we still saved money, and you didn't have to work? Do you think it would change if we wanted kids right now?
Maybe.
I think it would. I feel like it does just make sense as if it would.
Maybe, but I still feel like I would either have regrets that we didn't do more stuff before having kids.
Yeah, everyone ends up that way.
Mm-hmm. Everybody says that. Oh,
Like,
when we tell people, like, no, we don't have any kids right now. We want to do some traveling and stuff before we even start to think about that. They're like, good for you. Yeah, you gotta do stuff before you have kids.
yeah.
Because you won't do it after. Is what everybody says.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm still going to leave after.
Yeah, I'm still traveling when we have kids.
If
If we have kids.
you said when.
I know, that was weird. I don't usually
You've
say
never
that.
said when.
You're usually the one who says when, and I say if.
It's like, who the fuck knows where we're going to be in 3 years? Like, if we want to have kids, if we don't. I just really love making our mothers think we're not going to have kids. Because it kind of like fucking ruins their entire day. And that's fun.
You're nice.
Yeah. It's just the little things that bring me joy in life, you know?
I don't feel as bad anymore when it comes to our moms because our sisters all want kids.
Yours does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Chantally's one. So since hearing that, like, we always knew your older sister wanted kids.
Yeah.
So your mom will be a grandma.
She originally wanted 4. 4.
Yeah, that's wild.
She wanted 4 kids. If you have 4 kids, you should be called a trained athlete. You should be called a professional fucking kid maker. Because that sounds horrific. Mm-hmm. You might love your 4 kids. Fuck.
If only children weren't so weird, I would have one. But I can't do that.
I would never have one.
No.
I would never have one even for the fact of like the spoiled, selfish reasons.
You're an only child, sorry.
No, I'd have it for the fact that like when they're old enough, they can go fucking do stuff together. One can drive the other one around. One can deal with the other one and parent it like Hillary did me. And we can just get back to having our own life.
Yeah.
Are we going to hate each other when we have kids?
If we have kids.
If we have kids?
I hope not.
Like, I'm going to be like, fuck.
See, that's another reason I don't want them, is because
we're going to become each other's second favorites.
Well, I think of it selfishly, that I'm like, I don't want to change our dynamic. I still like our date nights now and hanging out at home together, and I don't really want to share my time.
A kid would piss me off more. I think I would do a lot with a kid, obviously. I'm very high energy. As I sit here and yawn and wipe the Crispies out of my fucking Crispies.
Sleep crispy?
Yeah. Out of my eye. But I think that if that little fucker fucks around, he's going to find out. Like, I'm not going to hit my kid. No.
No.
No, we shouldn't hit. We should hit him?
No.
We shouldn't hit him.
No.
Just once.
No.
It only takes once.
Oh.
All right. I'm not going to hit him. Well, I fucking raised my voice.
Yeah, as long as you're doing it in the
Yeah,
right...
and you'd be upset.
I wouldn't be upset if it's justified. Like, if they really were being bad.
You left the fucking toilet seat up again, you little bastard!
I feel like you'd be the dad that, like, they forgot to rinse a dish and you're, like, yelling.
You want to hear fucking something that's actually hilarious?
What?
So, 72 hours ago, you brought in a rose gold Yeti and you set it on the island.
Oh, it's just sitting there.
Yeah, with coffee in it.
Is there coffee in it?
There's a third of the Yeti full of coffee. And I keep looking at it and I'm like, let's see how long we can go with this thing. I can do my second episode of Did She Rinse It?
Yeah.
I just start taking some clips every day. Be like, the coffee cup is still here. Check back tomorrow.
Well, you ruined it now because I'm going to go downstairs after this and get rid of it.
There's probably something else. Anywho.
What was there something you were going to tell
Oh,
me last night?
yeah.
And you said, never mind.
Oh, my God. It's the funniest thing you've... This is a fucking H2H exclusive, which is like... Your mom's house does that.
Okay.
But they have like this soundboard where he clicks it. It does like this like news report sound effect. We're not that cool yet.
We should get a soundboard. That would be fun.
I would love one. It's $900 and our mics go into it and it records through it and then you can have sound effects on the board. Cool?
Someday.
Oh, fuck. Okay, anyway, I'm driving home and I'm coming through Ostrander. And I can only describe this as a man pumping his car tires with a bike pump.
What?
There is a fully grown man in his driveway with a full-size Ram pickup truck, which like bike pump, Ram pickup truck probably go hand in hand with Ram owners. But this guy is like as fast as he possibly can with a bike pump attached to his front tire. And that's funny
Does
because
that even work?
fuck no. You know how much pressure is in a tire?
That's what I thought.
There's no way that he could get that thing to the pressure he needs to. Anyway, I drove by and I looked at him and I kept driving and it was just so batshit crazy that my mind didn't think about what the fuck I just saw until I was like leaving Ostrander and coming into Tillsbury. I'm like, that fucking guy was pumping up his fucking truck tire with a bike pump. You know how big of a work... That guy's jacked as fuck. You know how big that guy's traps would be?
If he was old, he's going to have a fucking heart attack doing that. And it's not getting him anywhere.
Like, are we upset, though?
Gregory.
Okay, do we need the people that pump their tires with bike pumps on this earth with us?
That's literally, like, most of the patients I see in work is old ones who are doing something kind of silly they shouldn't have been.
It's 50 cents at the gas station to use a high-pressure pump.
Was it, like, flat? Maybe he thought he could just get a little bit of air in it to get to the gas
You know,
station.
fucking more... Unless you're... No, I don't even know. Like, I'm pretty sure that if it was fully flat, it'd be fucking twice as hard. Fully flat and, like, really close to full would be really fucking hard to get any fucking air in it. Think about how much... Remember you sitting there with that balloon pump? Trying to pump up a balloon?
Yeah, it didn't work. It sucked.
That pump fucking blew ass for sure.
It was terrible.
But you remember pumping up bike tires as a kid? Or like blowing into a fucking floaty?
Okay.
How long it actually takes?
Yeah.
Like what about blowing up those like little palm trees?
Didn't take very long.
Yeah, those ones were actually decent. I'm trying to think of like pumping something up like a basketball or something.
I was a spoiled kid who grew up with a shop with an air hose.
Yeah, that's not spoiled. You're just fucking redneck, lady. Anyway, it was just fucking... I thought I was in the ghetto. In the ghetto.
Of Ostrander?
In the ghetto. What's that? That's a new girl. In the ghetto. In the ghetto.
It's a Elvis Presley song.
Oh, yeah.
It's in New Girl. She's singing it, but it's an Elvis Presley
In the
song.
ghetto.
In the ghetto.
In the ghetto. Oh, shit.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Thank you.
I did not think I'd be singing at 5 a.m.
In the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
Can you go higher?
In the ghetto.
Can you imagine if our neighbors could hear that?
They probably can. Fuck them. We've got fucking Spanish Mafia next to us, fucking blasting EDM tunes. Like, he legit DJs. It sounds like I'm making a joke, but he actually has a fucking DJ booth and he DJs on the deck.
I know. I was struggling with it the last couple of weekends when I had to work at 7:30 at a hospital on a Saturday, and the Friday night at 10 o'clock, he's just over there. Like, I can't really go over and tell them to turn it down because it is a Friday at 10 o'clock, but, like, I'm trying to go sleep.
You know what? Like, and I'm not one to shatter or try and ruin someone's dreams. But sometimes I, like, legit, when it's, like, raining and, like, storming, I kind of hope that, like, his DJ board is not on a surge protector and a fucking house gets struck by lightning.
Oh, wow.
And it just blows up his DJ board.
I just want to go over and be like, hey, these houses have basements. Use it.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Why are you doing it upstairs?
Can you imagine you're one of the 9 people that live with him and he's just in the kitchen, like, get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go.
Which is accurate, actually. There was one morning, it was like 6 o'clock and I was getting ready for work and I could hear them playing music.
They're usually a little quieter at that time.
It's a little quieter, but, like, still I can hear it through the walls.
You can hear? Oh my God. You can hear, like, the...
Like, you can hear, like, the bass, yeah.
Just like...
Then it just makes me wonder about, like, the construction of these houses. I'm like, why can I hear this through the walls?
Are these fire protected?
Exactly. I don't think they are.
Anyway, it was a pleasure speaking to you. It's now 5:53, and I've got to edit this so that it can be out in the next 10 minutes. So...
Cheers.
Good morning, good morning, morning. Goodbye. Oh, that was my rose.
What?
The bike pump.
Oh, that was
my
your
best
rose
moment of the week.
Oh, gosh. I don't know what my best moment of the week was. I feel like it was a very blah week.
All right, you have 2 next week.
Okay. What was your thorn?
In the ghetto.
No idea. Did you need 2 of those next week?
Not a pretty good week.
That's good. That's good if you can't come up with a thorn.
We had a good week.
I feel like I can't come up with one either. My week was very just like
We
mediocre.
got up in times we needed to. I went to the gym 4 times last week. I ate mediocre. I want to eat better.
Yeah. Oh, I got sick last week. That would be my thorn.
Oh, we had chicken bacon ranch chicken breasts last week. That was a fucking rose.
Oh, sure. That's my rose. That was a good ass meal.
Yeah, they were fucking good. Anyway, have a great day. Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.